kneeling, so on 2 knees, not standing wrong. You just stretch out. All right, so we're gonna come up to kneeling, like so. You can do whatever you want with your feet. Protect your knees, though. So while we're here, you gotta squeeze all your ass layers, like we talked about. If that gets to be too uncomfortable, just take a break, sit down, and come up, okay? But if you can, try to stay up. This isn't a lazy yoga position to be in. We're actually trying to, and that's not saying yoga is lazy, but I mean, we're just not hanging out here. I actually want you to squeeze your abdominal wall and squeeze your layers, your ass layers. Okay, so we're gonna do elbows and wrists. Here, we're gonna warm up our elbows and our wrists. So let's take the arms out into a T. Make fists with your hands and turn the eyes of your elbows up towards the ceiling. So look at your arms. Turn the eyes of your elbows up towards the ceiling. Now do not move the arms. Do not change the position of the eyes of your elbows, and flex your biceps as you pull your arms in, and think about your pinky fingers going like behind your shoulders. So they're not in here like this. They're kind of pulling this way. Okay, now keep your arms exactly where they are. Turn at the elbow and the forearm, so now your knuckles are facing out. Your shoulders haven't changed and pushed down. So now your eyes and your elbows are kind of turning in just a little bit, not all the way down. Turn again, so eyes and the elbows are mostly facing towards the ceiling. Flex. Think of your pinky fingers going towards the backs of your shoulders. Keep your biceps where they are. Turn your forearms at your elbows. Turn your wrists and push. One more time. Forearms turn up. Eyes and the elbows turn fully up. Pull. One more time, you're going to push. So turn the 2 bones in your lower arms. Turn. Knuckles turn, wrists turn, push. Take a break. We got to go the other direction. I know your arms are tired. I had to get them warm. So this is my way. Instead of doing planks, figure out another way. All right, arms back up. All right, so now go back to that in turn, not your shoulder. Shoulder stays where it is. Bicep stays facing up. Eye of the elbow turns a little bit. Forearm turns down. So both forearms are turned down. And now you're going to pull up this way. Try to keep your knuckles facing out because they want to go like this. Don't let them. And then from there, turn. So now you have your forearms facing your biceps, your knuckles facing, and now push, like you're pushing up against the walls. Turn, forearms, just the forearms, not the biceps. Pull. Oh my God, my arms. Rotate. Is anybody else's arms tired? Yeah. Okay, just checking. It's awful quiet back there when Walter's not here. Push. One more time. Turn. Oh, my left shoulder. Pull. One more time. Turn. Last time. Push. And relax. So, I know, I need to get them warm. If you have a yoga block, you're going to use it. If you have something like a yoga block, you're going to use it. If you don't have anything, it's not a big deal. So, we're going to do our wrist. So, I'll come close and take my watch off. So, we're going to do our wrist cars, wrist rotations. So, guys, it's going to be locked like this so that your wrists can move, but your forearms don't. Your wrists will be up. You're going to be up. And you're kneeling. You guys see this? So that way your wrists can move, but your forearms don't move. Okay, so come back into your kneeling. Do whatever you want with your toesies. So this is to keep your forearms from rotating while we're trying to rotate the wrists. You can make fists, or you can keep your hands forward or open fingers, closed fingers, or play and see what's what and what's going on. So I'll go like this so you guys can see. All right, ready? So you're gonna flex up You're gonna go out to your thumb. You can see how bad my wrist rotation is. Out to your thumb side. All y'all whose bodies I have to rub, you make my wrists all stiff. Go into the pinkies and up. So you're making this circle in, out, down. So then your wrists are this way. Up, one more time this direction. Out. Up. And when you get back in the flex position, you're going to go the other way. So in towards the pinkies. Out. Didn't even do massages today. My forearms are tired. In.
Wait till tomorrow.
Wait till tomorrow. Out. Okay, so these lights are hot. No, I'm hot. When I got here, Raul's like, or when Raul got here, he asked if the lights were hot. I'm like, no, they're not hot. They're hot. Open. Last time. Up. And shake it out.
You have the air conditioning controls on.
I know. All right. Let's flick our fingers. All right, so now we're gonna do some shoulder rotations, some shoulder cars. We're gonna do it from a wide lunge. So let's bring the left leg forward and out to the side. So you're in this kind of lateral side lunge thing. Protect your knee, your back knee. So don't let that be what makes this really hard for you. And while you're here, you're going to same thing, lock this down, squeeze the ass layers back there, do whatever you want with your foot so you feel comfortable and stable. With your left leg out to the side though, you guys, don't take your left leg so far out that it turns your pelvis. So like for me, this is all I get. I don't get all the way out because then my pelvis wants to rotate. So take care of that, everything straight up and down. Take your left hand on the left arm on the inside of your knee, make a fist, and squeeze them into one another. Squeeze that right butt cheek. Right arm out to the side. If you have a ball, you can put it in your hand. Otherwise, make a fist. Wait for Lily. So we're going to do 2 sets on each side. So squeeze these guys into each other. Lock down your front body. Squeeze. Arms are straight. You're going to come into adduction across the body. So get up and over your chesticles, across your body, hold. So hold and feel the tension that you're creating. So remember, you guys, in this system, we're trying to get the brain to talk to parts of the body it forgets. It forgets are there, basically, or that they forget their job. So I want you to feel your chest. I want you to feel it squeezing. Then start to go up to about the level of your nose, but keep the eye of your elbow facing up as you go. Get as high as you can without having to lift your shoulder all the way up your shoulder blade. Right up to the nose if you can get there. Then start coming across your body to the outside. So you're right outside your shoulder a little bit. And then internally rotate. So turn your bicep in, tension. You guys, those of you who've been doing this for a long time, you should be shaking. So turn and then keep turning as you reach behind you. Reach though, don't just turn and wrap it around. See how high you can maintain your arm as you're reaching without turning your body. So squeeze all this stuff in your shoulder. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. So your knuckles are facing away from your body. Arm is straight, squeeze the hand. Slowly take it back, pause, squeeze your right butt cheek. Can you go any higher? You should feel some heat in your tricep. Can you go higher? Hold. Take it away from your body a little bit. Now rotate the other way. So now the bicep turns forward. Why is my phone on? Turn my phone. Go up. Go across. Oh, it's because it was Anne-Marie. It's like I have my do not disturb on. Down. There you go. Okay, one more time. Ready? Hope it's not an emergency. Okay. Everybody's fidgeting. One more time. Ready? across, tension. Pause, feel the stuff. Get your brain to remember. Muscles up, like you're moving up against resistance. Up, 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 up. Cross over. Rotate. From here, rotate. Keep rotating. So you should feel some stretch across the chest, maybe into the bicep. Try not to let it drop. Fight for your height as you keep rotating. Keep rotating, keep rotating. Bring it down. Arms should be tired. Straight back. Feel that tricep. Rotate out. Pull around. Squeeze your fist. So again, this is such a simple beginner move, but you can make it as hard as you want. Around to the front and back down. Shake it out, and let's get ready for the other side. I think we lost somebody. Is it JD? Oh, we lost JD, it looks like. Okay. Other side. Leg up. Leg out. Remember, only out as far as your pelvis is going to let you. So only as far as you've got hip mobility in that direction. So don't take it way out and twist. Stay here. Arm inside. Squeeze the left ass. Out. Ball if you have a ball to squeeze. Otherwise, dig your nails into your palm. Lock your ribs down. Cross. Pause. Make sure you're not rotating. Squeeze your chest. Start taking it up. Keep the bicep and the eye of the elbow facing up as you go up. About the height of your nose, straight across. Good. And then rotate. You're out to the side a little bit. Turn the bicep in. If you have pinching, don't go there. Work around it. Keep rotating. Try to keep your lift. Try to keep your lift so you feel all these muscles like shaking. Try to keep your lift. Rotate. Work hard. Down by your side. Okay. Left butt. Back. More back. More back. Away from your body. Rotate. Pull. Don't just flop it over. Pull it up. Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Pull it across, pull it across, pull it across. And back down. You got one more rep. Here we go. Tension. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Lock it down. Remember, compensation is cheating. Up. Over. If your circles don't look like your friend's circles that you see on the old Zoomies, that doesn't matter. If you're not cheating and you're not compensating, your circle is your circle. Squeeze your left ass cheek. Keep rotating. Down. Straight back. Hold. How much higher? Then out to the side. And up. And over. And then try to talk while you actually do the moves. Okay, shake it out. Whew. I'm gonna take a sip of water, y'all. Or I'm not. Oh God, my water's way back there. Never mind. Okay, I'll get it in a second. All right. You're gonna sit down on your butt. Sit down on your booties. We're gonna do knees and ankles. We haven't done. Oh, Lois, you're the best.
Oh, good God.
You just needed to move? Yeah. All right, you're gonna sit down on your butts. If sitting down on the floor is not comfortable for you, for this, you can actually sit in a chair. You don't have to sit on the floor. You can sit up on a block or something if you want to. So we're gonna work on knees first. So let's take the left leg out in front of you. You can do whatever you want with your right. Is anybody gonna sit? Lily, are you okay on the floor? Okay. So I can't really see. Everybody's sitting on the floor. Okay. Find your little kneecaps. Your one kneecap. You only have one, but all is a general kneecap. Find your kneecap. Slide off your kneecap and feel that kind of ledge of bone right there. If you can't feel it, I don't know what to tell you. You're just gonna have to just pretend, because I'm not there to touch you.
You're talking about the top of the shin
The top
bone
of your
or-
shin bone. Yep, the top of your shin bone and of your tibia. So if you just slide right off everybody in here knows where that is. Yeah. Slide off of your kneecap, there's a bone right there. Now flex your foot and don't move your ankle. So I like to imagine there's a string from my big toe to the outside of my shin, and it's going to keep it from moving. So do not move your ankle. So your heel's on the ground. Dig your fingers in that spot, put your eyeballs on it. Again, this is us trying to get our brains to connect to parts of our body we're not aware of. I want you to externally rotate the lower part of your leg. Your hip is not going to move. If you need to, just watch me, like so. And I'm actually using my ankle. But my hip doesn't move. So you feel it sliding under your fingers. Go the other way.
It's the cramp
In. Are you getting a cramp like in your calf?
up here.
Up here. I'm getting it in my inner thigh. Other way. Rotate. So dig your heel into the floor. I'm using my ankle too much because I'm trying to watch you guys a little bit from back here. Rotate. So while you're doing this, you guys, don't just go like this. Actually think dig and pull so you feel kind of the outside stuff. And when you go in, dig and pull, I feel my calf and I feel my inner thigh. Some of you are not going to have very much movement, Sandy, and that's okay. Your movement is your movement. That's how much your joint can move without using your ankle. So in and out a couple more times. See how far you can get. You can even ball up your foot to make sure that you're not using your toes like I'm doing.
Your video so
No, I have to put it back on and in. It's because Anne-Marie called and ruined it. Okay, shake it out. Let's do the other side. So if you got knee stuff going on, it's going to be different on each side. What you feel. Some of you are going to have more mobility on one side than the other. Some of you are going to have nothing on one side and a lot on the other. Okay. You ready? So, well, you can sit up on your blocks and put your heel. You don't have to suffer. All right, find a little kneecap. Slide down. Get to your little tibial plateau. So your little bony ledge right there. Look for it. Dig for it. Okay, it's right at the top of your shin. Lock your foot in place. Dig your heel down and start to rotate. Pick a direction. I don't have much on this knee because this is my hip that I have not had fixed yet and it's super crabby. So my hip wants to do it all for me. So also notice that this isn't moving up here. That's why we're locked in like this. If you're still having trouble, because I can't really see y'all very well, so if you're still having trouble, you could wrap your thumbs around the back too and just try to get the whole thing to swivel. That might help. But I'm going really fast. Don't go fast like me, go slow. So are y'all, I just totally forgot about them. I'm like trying to look at them and the lights are in my eyes. You doing it?
You can see us right now.
See this?
I know, I just see
I normally do this.
flashes right
I
now.
normally do this while I'm moving.
We're not gonna do that tonight. A couple more times. I'm gonna be blind when I get home tonight. What?
So back your son will be gone.
This is the,
Oh, without Walter here, I have no peanut gallery. Okay.
silver screen.
What?
This is what it's like being on the silver screen.
Is this what it like? Is it like being famous on the red carpet? This is what happens? Okay, so you're going to use your block or something. Go back over to your left leg. Put your calf on something. So it could be a book, just so your ankle is off the floor. Right? It's still in the frame is the question. I can't even see. Okay. Do whatever you want with your other one. So I'm just going to bend mine out to the side. All right. We're doing just the ankle now. So this thing that you have your calf on is gonna, it's like blocking your forearm. When we were doing these, it's like blocking your forearms. Your little shins, your lower legs are like your forearms. If you need to, you can hold them. Hold it also. We don't want the leg to rotate. Look at your foot. Pull your toes towards your knee, hard, hard. Keep that tension and go to your left, towards your pinky side. Try to keep your flexion, your toes up. Don't let your leg twist. Push out to that left edge. Don't let your leg twist. I'm saying it because mine wants to. Point, oh my God, I'm getting a cramp. Point your toes back to the middle. Go to the side. Holy cow. Okay. See, I need to learn how to fake it while I do this. To the inside. Now pull up. Don't let your leg rotate. Back up. Let's go 2 more times to the left. So don't let anything turn. So watch your shin. Hold it if you have to. Draw your circle. Your circle may look more like a square or a figure 8 if your toes are cramping and you just can't go that far. One more time, this out left direction. And let's go the other way. Big toe direction. Mo, I see you. You know I'm suffering, don't you, Mo? Oh, he's leaving. Okay. Back up. We're going to the big toe direction. So I'm not there, so you could just go like this and I wouldn't even know, because again, I can't see you. If you can, try. All right, 3 times each direction, and let's do the other one. Woo, my little arch. Okay.
Out first, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go out first, so to your pinky toe side first. So 3 times each direction. Your goal is not to let your leg move. So lay on it, hold it, put your eyeballs there. So come up, squeeze your shin, go to the side. Drag, scrape that outside edge as you go down and across. Why do I get cramped? And up. And I'm so quiet. Dying. You're dying. Okay, you're silently dying. Got it.
Requires concentration.
I feel so alone, yet surrounded by people.
So you can't keep them together.
So 3 times. And then the other way. See, as a teacher, I should just like be walking around, pretending like I'm helping when I really just don't want to do this. This is one of my nemesis moves. I'm really overly flexible with feet and ankles. Oh my God, I got one more. Where are you guys on? Are you on your last? Are you done? Okay. Okay. Woo! Okay. Massage your little feeties. Okay. So we're gonna do something new today. We're gonna do basically, we'll just call it half hip cars, lying down on our backs. Okay. If you want to watch me first, I'll turn this way. So you're gonna be on your back. If you can, let's see which side I'll do this. If you can have your not being used leg straight, you can do that. But if you need to have this leg bent to keep your pelvis level, then do that. So either here or here with the non-working leg. Okay, so I'm gonna stay here. Lock your pelvis in place, but do not dump your back. You guys, we're doing hip cars, so we're not rounding the low back. This is a hip movement, not a spine movement. Okay, so you're gonna be locked in. So Stephanie, you've been doing these when we've been working together, but you've been doing them standing. So you're gonna pull your knee up to your chest. Remember, it's just like this. Then you're gonna go out to the side. without letting your pelvis move. And we're gonna go slowly. Then you're gonna go this way till your leg is straight, you're at external rotation, and then you're gonna rotate and come back in. We're gonna do that 3 times, and then you're gonna rotate this direction and go this way and up. So we're skipping the internal rotation. This is an external rotation, outside one, okay? Everybody lay down.
Which leg's first?
Let's do the left leg first, since I'm already doing that. So your right foot is on the floor or your right leg is on the floor? Well, both legs are on the floor, but your right leg is gonna stay there. So if you need to monitor what your ribs and your pelvis are doing, you put your thumbs on your ribs and your fingers on your pelvis, so you make sure your pelvis doesn't start moving around, because it's gonna want to. Or you can have your arms down, or you can have them up. Some of you, when you're pretty practiced, you know without looking or touching with any feedback, you know what your bodies are doing. Left knee, draw it up into your chest, into flexion. Do not let your low back dump into the floor. Feel your meat pocket on your left side. Squeeze harder. Open the door of your left leg. Do not let your pelvis go with you. Take your time. Squeeze your left ass. When you get as far as you're gonna go, so you should be shaking a little bit, so there should be a stretch happening, but no pinching. Straight, keep it an external rotation, but straighten your leg. But keep the inner thigh rolling towards the ceiling as you're straightening towards the space in front of you. Then roll it in and bring it back to center. 2 more times. Flexion, up. Out. So it's like the fire hydrant, peeing on the fire hydrant position when we're face down. Push down. Try to keep your inner thigh facing the ceiling as you're straightening your leg. Roll it in. Back to internal rotation, back to neutral. One more time. Flexion, up. Out. Don't let your pelvis go. Lots of abs. Down. Try to maintain external rotation as long as you can. Roll towards internal. Rest your leg. We have to go the other direction. Leg hovers off the floor. Externally rotate it. So just where it is, try to externally rotate it. Roll the inner thigh towards the ceiling. Now bend the knee, pull the knee up towards the shoulder. What's your pelvis doing? Are you overarching your back? Or are you dumping your back? I don't know what I'm doing because I'm looking at y'all upside down. Close it in, back to flexion. Do not put it on the floor, but straighten it out. Don't let the heel touch the floor. Close, hover. Externally rotate. Bend the knee, pull it up towards the armpit. And pull it in, flexion. Don't let it touch the floor. Hover, hover, hover right above the floor. You got 1 more. Externally rotate. Bend the knee, pull it up so you're in abduction. And then adduct and flex. Back to the beginning. Woo! Straighten it out. Just lay there for a second. So I did that upside down, staring at the computer, looking at the lights.
I have a question.
Like I'm in a disco. Yes.
There's no pain, but there's definitely like popping as I'm going through a section.
Popping's okay, as long as there's no pain.
It's a lot of pop.
Well, okay. Let's do the other side. Whew.
It's like I'm hitting a shelf in there and just going over it.
Avoid that. It's probably not going to happen on this side. It usually is only on one side that this happens. Okay, so straighten your left leg or put your left foot on the floor. We're going to work the right one now. Flexion, pull it up. Open the door. What's your pelvis doing? Abs are turned on. Maintain that external rotation. Good, you guys. Take it out to straightish along the floor. Internally rotate to bring it back to neutral. Spin the inner thigh in. Good. Flexion up. On purpose with the flexion, don't just flop it. Open. On purpose, open. Are you getting the popping now? Extend. Don't let your pelvis tip, y'all in the room. Roll in, so roll the inner thigh in. Squeezing it back in line. One more time, flexion. Open. Do it on purpose, just don't let gravity do it for you. Straight. Rotate. Heard it that time. Back to center, take a break. Woo. Ready, hover. Heel hovers. Externally rotate. Turn out, pull the knee up. Toward your arm, toward your armpits. Don't let your pelvis rotate. Pull it in, squeeze it in flexion. Pull it up, all the stuff is working. Go out straight, the heel is hovering, 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 hovering. Rotate, external rotation. Pull it up. Roll it in, pull it in, sorry. Inflection. One more time, extend, leg is hovering. Rotate. Pull. A squeeze. Extend, stay on your back, take a break. Just take some slow, deep breaths. Sound like a teenage boy just then. Slow, deep breaths. Okay, stay as you are. We're gonna do internal rotation while we're on our backs of the hips. You can put a block between your knees. If you don't have one, you can take your two fists and put them between your knees. So either get your block or your ball. So Steph, you could put your ball between your knees, or you put your fists between your knees. Probably not that wide, Laura, probably in the medium. No, yes. And then lie down. So the closer your legs are, that's not right, because it depends. That's an it depends situation. So we don't want any pinching. So we're going to bring the legs up to 90 degrees, like so. So if you bring your legs up to 90 degrees and we're doing this internal rotation, you have some pinching. You can put your legs down on the floor and just still just walk your feet out and walk your feet in. Okay, if that doesn't work too, then you could do it on the side and just do set of 10 on each side. So some of you have done this with me. I think everybody's gonna be okay, but just in case, right? So here, block or fists. Flex your feet. Don't let your lower back dump into the floor and turn your abs off. Squeeze your front ribs down. Squeeze whatever's between your knees, pinch it, and spin your inner thighs towards one another as your ankles go out. Come back in. Squeeze whatever is between your knees on purpose. That's part of this, you guys. So you're not just holding it there with the stickiness of your skin. You're squeezing it as you spin your thighs and your ankles go out. And then back together to neutral. Is everybody able to do it? No pinching. So you're going to feel your meat pocket cramp. You will feel that. That's okay. I just don't want any catching, clicking, anything like that. Make sure your feet don't go up towards the ceiling. Keep them so there's a right angle between your knee. Even if you have to pull your knees to your chest a little more because your abs are getting tired. Hold it out. Yeah, punch it out, Sandy. Good, Steph. I see your silhouette. It's a beautiful internal rotation. When you get it out, though, you guys hold it there until you feel the squeeze. So you feel that stuff in the front of your hips turn on. Nice, Lily. Want you to do 5 more. You heard me. See your roommate back there, Steph. He's probably wondering what the fuck is going on. Keep going. Everybody's got their 5 more. You've done your 5 more. Put your feet down so I know you're done. Watch over using your ankles too, you guys, for your last little bit. Try to keep your ankles stiff. All right. Don't get up yet. Stay on the floor. Everybody done here too? God, you guys are so quiet tonight. Is it the lights? Is it just making you just feel like sedated?
I was just very focused.
You're very focused. Okay.
That was the worst.
Just concentrate. That was the worst?
That was the worst.
Okay, so on your backs, take your squeezy thing out from between your knees. Put it off to the side. Take your right knee and draw it into your chest. Pull it into your chest. Pull it down up against your torso. We're gonna lock the pelvis in place. Get just your left heel on the floor. Walk your heel away from you a little bit. So we're not in a bridge position. We're like halfway between bridge and having the legs straight. Do not dump your back into the floor. Do not overarch your back. So squeeze those front ribs down like you motherfucking mean it. Because some of y'all know what's about to happen. Dig your heel down into the floor. Pull it back towards your butt. And lift your hips up off the floor. If you can't, your foot's too far away. Scoot it in a little bit. Hold, we're gonna hold for 20 seconds. Squeeze your ribs down. I forgot to look at the clock. We'll go now 10 more seconds. Dig your heel down, pull it back. Your hamstring should be almost wanting to cramp. If it's not, you need to move your foot away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, slowly set your hips down, switch sides. Pull your left knee in. So you're not in bridge, you're also not straight, unless you're straight, like Karen's probably somebody you could almost put her leg straight, almost straight. So find that spot where you kind of think it should be. Lock your pelvis in by squeezing your left leg in. Don't smash your back into the floor, just turn your abs on. Dig your heel down, pull it back, squeeze your abdominals, lift your hips and hold. If you feel nothing, your foot is too close to you. Move it away. If you absolutely can't get up and you're getting a wicked cramp, then you need to move a little closer. 10 more seconds. Pull your heel towards you also, not just down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring it down. Sandy is just having a time.
Crampy.
All right, we're gonna get up. Got one more thing. Come on up. One more thing to do. Okie dokie. All right. Good, it's good for you. All right, we're gonna come into a lunge. Let's have the left leg forward. So we're gonna come into a lunge with the left leg forward. So protect your back knee. Now, we're gonna start in 90-90, but then we're all gonna find a different range here. I don't want you to move your back leg back or your front leg forward. I want you to start in a 90-90. Squeeze your back ass layers. Protect your knee, do whatever you want with your back foot. Lock down your ribs. Lock them down. Squeeze your butt and start to come forward, not letting anything change in your torso. Go as far forward as you can that you can hold it. So like I could go farther, but then I'm gonna be like, fuck. So if I just back up just a little bit, I can hold this. I've got a lot of tension, I've got a lot of stretch, okay? Some of you are gonna be able to go a lot farther. Now, we're gonna hold this and we're gonna do upper back rotations. So take your right arm on top and give yourself a hug. Did you stop squeezing your back ass cheeks? Squeeze them. I did because I'm talking. Round your upper back, pull your chin in down towards the base of your throat. Squeeze your ass, squeeze your ribs. Round your upper back. If you can pull on your shoulder blades, pull on your shoulder blades. Exhale, rotate to your left. Don't side bend, rotate. Did you stop squeezing your right ass? One more exhale breath, rotate a little bit farther. Now side bend. Left shoulder goes down. Stay on your left big toe. Feel your left adductors working to hold you. Make sure your knees pointing straight ahead. Bend a little bit more in that side bend. Now keep your squeeze, keep your hug, keep squeezing that back ass cheek. Lift your sternum, lift your chest. So go into a little bit of extension, squeeze your upper back, drag your chest along the ceiling. I'm talking so my chin's not tucked in, but keep your chin tucked in. Just think of dragging across the ceiling, try to talk while you do it, and then go all the way over to the right. So you're side bending to the right. What's happening down here? Side bend to the right. And then roll yourself back to the middle. I just tweaked my kneecap. There you go. Roll yourself back into the middle. Come back up. Release. Switch sides. Okay, so you're starting in a 90-90. Take care of your kneecap. Don't get up and around like I did and spin around on your kneecap and then try to make it work. That didn't feel good. All right, so you're in your 90-90. Squeeze, squeeze, pull forward. Again, you can even see like how far can I go, but I feel like, oh God, I can't stay here very long, and then just back out a little bit. Left arm on top. When you find your sweet spot, round your back, pull your chin in, squeeze your left butt cheek. Rotate to your right. Don't side bend, just rotate. Make sure your chin's tucked in. Rotate a little farther. Feel all that sensation through the front of your left hip. Side bend. Right shoulder goes down. What's your right knee doing? Keep your right big toe on the floor. Big toe ball mount, plugged into the floor. A little bit more side bend. Now lift the chest. Lift along the ceiling. Try not to lift your chin. Again, I'm talking, so don't look at me. Pull in directly across the ceiling. Scrape the elbows up towards the ceiling. All the way over left side bend. Squeeze your left butt cheek. And then pull yourself back around to the middle and make that little loop. And then come up. And relax. Get on your stomachs, on your bellies. We're gonna do one spine thing, and then we're gonna rest, okay? So just a simple little spine movement on your bellies. And while you're on your bellies, have your hands, so forehead will be down, just have your hands flat on the floor, like out to the side, in a 90-90 cactus-ish style, but don't like overthink it. So just make it an easy. So I don't want you using your arms for this. I just want them to be out so they're comfortable. Now get so that through your legs, you can squeeze your legs, point your toes, squeeze your glutes, and like really cram your pubic bone down into the floor so you lock your pelvis in place. Arms are relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Keep your gaze down, and again, I'm talking, so don't look at me. Keep your gaze down, but float your head off the floor so your nose is just hovering off the floor. Squeeze your feet, squeeze your legs, squeeze your glutes. Push your pubic bone down. Imagine there's a marble under your nose and start to slide that marble along the floor. So we're extending the neck. So think of stretching the throat forward. Your gaze will now be forward along the floor. Squeeze the back of the neck to stretch the front of the throat. Don't push with your arms. They're just there for support. Squeeze your feet, your legs, your glutes. Pull your chest up a little higher so it's facing forward. Then down at your sternum, pull it up a little higher. Squeezing your back. You're not using your arms, but finding that extension, pulling from your sternum. So I'm doing all kinds of stuff to help demonstrate. Pull. Put your brain in your back. Squeeze between your shoulder blades. What do you do with your butt now? Push your pubic bone down into the floor. Pull from your low rib cage, like where your xiphoid process is. Can you lift any higher from your belly button? There's a little bit of pressure in your hands, but you're really trying to focus on your back. Squeeze your butt. Push your pubic bone down into the floor. Now we're going to roll down. So go belly, slow. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your legs. Xiphoid process, lower ribs. Sternum, slow. So you should still be working in your back. You're not plopping down. Pull it forward as you drape it down. Pull your sternum. Bring your collarbones towards the floor. Pull your chin in. Bring it down. Head comes down. Turn your head to one side. Relax everything. Maybe you want to bend your knees and do some ankle rotations, some leg waving, some circles. We're going to stay on our bellies for our integration, minute or two of integration. So turn your head to one side and spread your legs out on the floor. Slow your breath down. If it's uncomfortable for you to lie on your belly, put something under your pelvis, between your belly button and your pubic bone if you need to. Or just lay on your back. It really doesn't matter. Turn your head the other way. So we're eventually going to come with the forehead down. So you may want to stack your hands if that's okay for your shoulders. If it's not okay for your shoulders, and put something under your head, just so you have neutral neck. Again, if this is a no-go for you, just turn over on your back. Relax your jaw and your forehead, tongue, and become aware of your front body moving into the floor on your inhalations and pulling away from the floor on your exhalations. You're not doing it on purpose, you're just aware of how much pressure you feel in the floor on your inhale breaths and how your belly moves away from the floor on your exhale breaths. So our bodies only learn from the inside out, y'all. So you understanding how things move. So every opportunity that you have to pay attention is a learning opportunity for your brain. So even here, becoming aware of that movement and then also how your pelvis is moving. So it doesn't always move when we're breathing, but especially in this position, you can just feel it because of the floor being there for feedback. So just notice how your pelvis rocks as you breathe. And be interested in what you feel. Slow your breath down even more. Maybe deepen your breath and notice what you feel. Maybe having your head straight ahead does not work. You feel tension in your jaw. Sometimes I feel it in my jaw if I'm face down, and turn your head to one side if you need to. Again, this is you assessing and understanding and integrating and becoming aware. We're gonna do 3 breaths on purpose, full and deep. So on your own, inhale as fully and as wide and as big up into the chest, down into the belly as you can. And when you exhale, open your mouth and just exhale your breath out to release any tension, especially in your neck and your throat. So 2 more times. Keep your mouth closed. And slowly make your way back into some version of child's pose. Whatever just feels really good to you right now. If child's pose doesn't feel good to you, then don't go there. Just roll over onto your back and do knees to chest. It's the same thing. If you're in knees to chest, just rocking side to side. Even if you're in child's pose, just a little wiggle, a little movement, a little stretch, or release your arms and bend your elbows. Okay, bring yourselves up. I think JD fell asleep. Or he's just frozen in time. Oh. No, I didn't say it was going to be easy. I don't think I said that. I think I said it just wasn't going to be overwhelming or complicated, so Steph would come back. Okay. Yeah, JD's still laying there. I think I hope he's not dead. Somebody might want to call him. Maybe he's just frozen. Maybe if we all start talking, it'll wake him up. Are you there?
JD, wake up.
Yeah, get the horn, yeah.
Where's the air horn?
Is he still asleep?
We were afraid you were dead. Like, oh my God, I finally killed somebody in Kinstretch.
Is that the?
No, it's not the goal. I just feel like it might happen one day. Somebody might have a heart attack or something. I don't know. Something. Okay. Y'all did great. Hopefully you could see me okay. Hear me okay.
Great lights.
What?
Great lights. Really good. Looks really good.
Thank you. And a great class apparently, since you conked out on us.
Yeah.
I was just contemplating all the growth in my joints.
All right, guys, I will see you.
Fast.
All of y'all. Okay? Have a great holiday, and I'll see you after the holiday. Just go through. It's like not Hollywood Squares. Yeah, like
It could be Hollywood Squares.
Maybe Paul Lynn in the middle.
not people would like answer questions. Like maybe all the.
You get the X and the O and yep.
That's how y'all are. You're my Kinstretch Hollywood Squares. All right, y'all. I'll see you later.